أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 5.b. We saw each juz has 4 parts and each part has 5 pages. The first 5 pages, 1 to 5, we are now studying in this QC2. They have Surah Al-Fatih and Surah Al-Baqarah 37 ayahs. The next 5 pages, page 6 to 10, inshallah, you will study in QC3 from 38 to 76, 39 ayahs. The next 5 pages, that is 11 to 15, we will study in QC4 from 77 up to 105, mean 29 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The last 5 pages, that is 16 to 20, we will study in QC5 from 106 up to 141, mean 36 ayahs. There are 141 ayahs in first juz. Inshallah, we will complete them in QC5. These 5 pages which we are studying, they have the mentioning of Hadaya, Muttaqeen, Kafirin, Munafiqeen, Dawatul Quran, and some story of Hazrat Adam al-Islam, who was the first guided man. Let's to keep the pointers on the right hands, starting with the thumb. The first page pointers are praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for Muttaqeen, attributes of Muttaqeen. Praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for Muttaqeen, attributes of Muttaqeen. Pointers for the page second are no guidance for Kafirin, no guidance for Munafiqeen, corrupts and fools, double face. No guidance for Kafirin, no guidance for Munafiqeen, corrupts and fools, and double face. The pointer for the third page are fire, second example rain, first fire, first example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. First example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. And the pointer for the fourth page are warning and good news, examples of mosquitoes, who goes astray, how can you disbelieve? Warning and good news, examples of mosquitoes, who goes astray, how can you disbelieve? The brief pointer for the page one are praise, dua, guidance, attributes. Praise, dua, guidance, attributes. And the brief pointer for the second page are Kafirin, Munafiqeen, corrupt, double face. Kafirin, Munafiqeen, corrupt, double face. And the third page pointers are fire, rain, call, challenge. Fire, rain, call, challenge. And the brief pointer for the fourth page are warning, mosquito, astray, disbelief. Warning, mosquitoes, astray, disbelief. Let's to proceed the last and the fifth page. The first pointer is question on Khalifa. Second, teachings of name. Third pointer is Sijda and Iblis. And the fourth pointer is sleep and Tawbah. Let's to keep them on the fifth finger of the right hand. Questions on Khalifa, teaching of name, Sijda and Iblis, sleep and Tawbah. Question on Khalifa, teachings of name, Sijda and Iblis, sleep and Tawbah. The brief pointers for the page fifth are Khalifa, name, Sijda, Tawbah. Khalifa, name, Sijda, Tawbah. So today we will start the second pointer of the fifth page, that is teaching of names. The link with the previous verses is, in previous verses, Allah mentioned the questions of angels. Now he answered them in more detail. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا ثُمَّ أَرَدَهُمْ عَلَى الْمَلَائِكَةِ فَقَالَ أَنْبِئُونِي بِأَسْمَاءِ هَؤُلَاءِ إِنْ كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And he taught Adam all the names. Then he displayed them to the angels and said, inform me the names of these if you are truthful. قالوا سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. They said, Glory be to you. We have no knowledge except what you have taught us. Indeed, it is you who are the all-knowing and all-wise. قال يا آدم أنبئهم بأسمائهم فلما أنبأهم بأسمائهم قال ألم أقل لكم إني أعلم غيب السماوات والأرض وَاعْلَمُوا مَا تُبْدُونَ وَمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْتُمُونَ. He said, O Adam, inform them of their names. And when he had informed them of their names, he said, Did I not tell you that I know the unseen of the humans and the earth, and I know what you reveal and what you conceal? Let's to identify the words coming in this ayah. Waw. Waw is a harf. Allama is a madi verb. Adama ism. Al-asma again ism. Alif lam is there. Kulla. Kulla is a ism. Ha is a zamir ism. Summa. Summa is a harf. Arada madi verb. Hum is a zamir ism. Ala is a harf. Al-malaikati ism. And it's not feminine. It's a sign of plural. In the Jamma Mukassir, what happened? Round ties also used to make plural. Fa is a harf. Qala, the mazi verb. Ambeu. Ambeu is a fi'l amal. Ni, nun is nun wakaya to join, and ya is the ism, zamir. B is a harf. Asmai ism. Haula is the demonstrative noun, mean the ismu ishara. In is a harf. Kuntum is the mother. Kana, kanu, kunta, kuntu, kuntum. Sadiqin is the ism, masculine. It's a common noun. Qalu, again the madi verb. Qala, qalu. Subhana, subhana is a ism. Ka is a zamir ism. La is a harf. Ilm. Ilma actually is a masdar. We studied in QC1. Alima, ya'lamu, ilam. Alimun, ma'lumun, ilmu. That ilmun, it is this ilmun. It was actually ilmu, but due to this la, it had come ilma. La is a harf, na is a zamir ism, illa is a harf, ma is coming here as a ism mawsula, we will see. Alamta. Alamta is the madi verb, because the ta, we saw the what are the mazi sign. The mazi sign is either a ta with fatha or ta with dhamma or ta with kasra
I think it's
or
time to
it
start
may
now.
be ta
This Mongolian king.
or it may be tum at the end or it may be na at the end or there may be waw alif at the end. So these are the madi sign. Look, it is alam tana. If I separate it, it become like this. Alam ta and na. Na is a simple self. So it is alam ta. So what is coming at the end? You note that it is coming ta with fatha. So ta with fatha is the sign of madi. Alam ta, it's a mazi sign. So it's a madi verb, and na is the zamir which is coming attached with this. So that is the point. Let's to see the next word. Inna. Inna is a harf. Ta is a zamir ism. Anta is a zamir ism. Al alim ism because alif lam is there. Al hakim is ism because alif lam is there. Qala. Qala is a madi verb. Ya. Ya is a harf nida. Mean it's a harf. Adamu is a ism. Ambi. Ambi is a fi'l amal. Hum is a zamir ism. Bi is a harf. Asma is a ism. Im is a zamir ism. Fa is a harf. Lamma is a ism. Amba is a madi word. Again is zamir ism. Be is a harf. Asmai ism. Him is a zamir ism. Ala is a madi word. A is a sign of interrogation. Mean is a harf istifham. Remember, harf istifham, the question letter, they are only two in Arabic grammar. What are they? Either the hal come, hal is a question letter, or hamza come. When they come, they are the sometime a third one, ma, also come as a letter of question. So these are the, actually they are two, sometimes this third one comes. So there is no, the rest, all the words which are comes for the question, they are asma. Haruf, letters are only these. So here it is what? A has come. A is a istifham question. And kul is a fi'l amr. La is a harf, kum is a zamir ism. So let's to see the next remaining part of the ayah. Inni is a harf, ya is zamir ism, a'lamu. Alam is the mudari. Remember how we differentiate the mudari. The sign of mudari are ta, ya, hamza, and nun. If they come beginning of some sentence, that is mudari. Just look, a'lamu. Hamza has come. If put ta, it will be ta'lamu. If I put ya, it become ya'lamu. If I put nun, it will come now. Look closely. The word coming in the beginning, hamza, coming ta, coming ya, coming nun. They are sign of mudari. Of course, when the plural come, it will come here. Ta'lamuna. How it will come? It will come ta'lamuna. And it also come with ya, ya'lamuna. So in mudari, you have four position: hamza, ta, ya, and nun. And plural come only with ta, ta'lamuna, and ya, ya. Now, what is the sign? Sign is that this hamza, ta, nun, ya. And at the end, the Arab of the mudari is always dam. Ta'lamuna. This wawnun is the plural sign. So there is dhamma actually. Yanun, wawnun, plural sign, dhamma. So the mudari sign is that In the beginning, you will Hamza, Ta, Noon, and Ya. At the end, you will have Dhamma. So here the word, if you concentrate, A'lamu, Hamza in the beginning, Mudare sign, and the Dhamma at the end. So that is the Mudare verb. Verb means the fail. Mudare fail. Fail Mudare. The next is Ghaiba. Ghaiba is a ism. As-samawat is a ism. Waw is a harf. Al-ard is a ism. Waw is a harf. Alam. Again the Mudare verb. Sign of Mudare and with Dhamma at that. Ma. Ma is coming here as a ismi masula. Tub. So it's an ism. Tubduna Mudare fail. Waw is a harf. Ma. Ma is again coming as a ismi masula. Kuntum is the madi verb. Kana, kanu, kunta, kuntu, kuntum. Taktumun is the mudari verb. Let's to have another look on the same ayah. Waw is a harf. Allama is the fail. Adama is a ism. Al-asma is a ism. Kulla is a ism. Ha is a zamir ism. Summa is a harf. Arada is the madi verb. Is the zamir ism. Allah is a harf. Al-malaikat is a ism. Fa is a harf. Qala is the madi verb. Ambi'u is a fi'l amad. Fi ni nun is a nun waka. Ya is a zamir ism. B is a harf. Asma is a ism. Hawla is a ism. In is a harf. Kuntum is the madi verb. Sadiqin is a ism. What is about kalu? Madi fi'l. Kala kalu. Subhana is a ism. Ka is a ism. La is a harf. Ilma is a ism. La is a harf. Na is a zamir ism. Illa is a harf. Ma is coming. Ismi mausula ism. Allamta madi fi'l. Na is zamir attached with verb. Inna is a harf. Ka is a zamir ism. Anta is a ism. Al-alim ism. Al-hakim ism. Kala is the madi verb. Ya is a harf for nida, mean calling letter. It's a harf. Adamu is a ism. Ambe is a fi'l amr. Hum is a zamir ism. Bi is a harf. Asma is a ism. Him is a zamir ism. Fa is a harf. Lamma is coming as a ism. Amba is the madi verb. Hum is the zamir ism. Bi is a harf. Asma is a ism. Him is a zamir ism. Kala is the madi verb. A is a harf istifham, mean the question letter. Lam is a harf. Again A is a harf istifham. Kul is a fi'l amal. La is a harf. Kum is a zamir ism. In is a harf. Ya is a zamir ism. A'lamu is the mudari verb. Ghaiba is a ism. As-samawat is a ism. Waw is a harf. Al-ard is a ism. Waw is a harf. A'lamu is the fi'l mudari. Ma is coming as a ism. Tubduna is the mudari verb. Waw is a harf. Ma is a ism. Kuntum is the madi verb. Taktumuna is the madi verb. Sorry, kuntum is the madi verb. Taktumuna is the mudari verb. So all those which are green, they are verb fail, afal. All those red, they are particle, haruf. All those blue, they are isma, mean the afal, the noun. Look, the lesson learned from this ayah, Allah taught Adam alayhi salam names. We can say, Subhanallah, we do not know the answer. Angels realize that human being will have knowledge and therefore do other things too. Allah knows the ghaib of the everything. Look, the new words coming in each line, 2 ciphers, 2, 1, 2. On average, less than 2 in each line. Let's to go word for word and the phrase for phrase explanation and translation of the ayahs. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa and allama, he taught. Adam, al-asma, the names. Kullaha, all of them. Summa, then, arada, he showed them. Alal malaikati, to the angels. Fakala, and said, what said? Ambi'uni, inform me, bi asma'i, of the names, haulai, of these, in kuntum, if you are sadiqin, truthful. All names here may include those of big and the small things, such as sun, moon, stars, tree, fruits, and different tools. Allah introduced Adam al-Islam to angels or with I think something has happened there to reload. Okay. Allah introduced Adam to the angels with the best of his attributes knowledge. We have the capacity to learn and therefore remember to ask Rabbi zidni ilma and learn to best of your capacity. Alim, let's revise once again. Wa'allama, and he taught Adam al-asma, the names. Kullaha, all of them. Summa, then aradahum, then he showed them. Alal malaikati, to the angels. Faqala, and said, Ambi'uni, inform me. Bi asma'i, of the names. Haulai, of these. In kuntum, if you are truthful. Sadiqeen. Let's to go with the next ayah. Qalu, they said, Subhanaka, exalted are you. La ilma lana, no knowledge for us. Illa except ma alamtana. Ma alamtana, what you have taught us. Innaka, mean indeed you are. Anta, only. Al alimul hakim, the all-knowing and all-wise. An extremely important lesson we get from these verses is to follow the example of angel and say Subhanallah if we do not know anything. So let's revise this ayah too. Qalu, they said, Subhanak, exalted are you. La ilma lana, no knowledge for us. Illa except ma alamtana, what you have taught us. Innaka, indeed you. Anta, you are only. Al alim, the all-knowing. Al hakim, all-wise. Qala, he said, Ya Adam, O Adam, ambi'um, inform them, bi asma'im, of their name. Falamma, and when ambahum, he had informed them, bi asma'im, of their name. Qala, he said, Alam akul lakum, did I not tell you, inni a'lamu, that I know, ghaibas samawati wal earth, the unseen of the heavens and the earth. Wa a'lamu, and I know, ma tubduna, what you reveal, wa ma kuntum taktumun, and what you have been concealing. Qala, he said, Ya Adam, O Adam, ambihum, inform them bi asma'ihim, their names. Falamma, and when ambarahum, he had informed bi asma'ihim, their name. Qala, he said, Alam akullakum, did I not tell you? Inni a'lamu, I know, ghaiba samawati wal ard, the unseen of the heavens and the earth. Wa a'lamu, and I know, ma tubduna, what you reveal, wa ma kuntum, and what you have been taktumun, concealing. Allah proved that Adam alayhi salam knew something more than them and also made them to sajda to the Adam alayhi salam. If we do not understand this world and the way it works, then we should know that Allah knows the secret of the seven, the huge and the heavens and the earth, and has the wisdom of letting the things happen in this world. For example, we can't know the wisdom behind everything that happens in this world, such as the earthquakes and the deaths and the diseases. It was reported by scholars, and Allah knows best, that the angels had thought that they are more knowledgeable and honored among the creation. This was what they were hiding. Some scholars say that Allah here was referring to Iblis, who was hiding jealousy and arrogance. It was a kind of advance warning for him, but he still failed, as mentioned in the very next verse. One more interpretation is that the angels mentions only the bloodshed aspect and did not say anything about the possibility of the good people among human beings. Let's revise this part. Qala ya Adamu, he said, O Adam, ambihum, inform them bi asma'ihim, of their names. Falamma, and when ambahum bi asma'ihim, he had informed them of their name. Qala, he said, Alam akul lakum, did I not tell you, inni a'lamu, that I know, ghaibas samawati wal ard, the unseen of the heavens and the earth. Wa'alamu, and I know, ma tubduna, what you reveal, wa ma kuntum, and what were you have been taktumun, concealing. Let's look the lesson learned from this ayah. Allah taught Adam alayhi salam name. We can say Subhanallah if we do not know the answer. Angels realize that human beings will have knowledge and therefore do other things too. Allah knows the ghaib of the everything. Let's to pray. Oh Allah, increase me in knowledge. Help me worship you sincerely. Help me remember that you have wisdom behind everything and every event. Make a plan. Inshallah, I will always be humble and ready to learn anything if I don't know. Asma, ism plural is asma, malak plural is malaika, ghaib plural is ghayub, sama plural is samawat, ard plural is aradi. The three letter sound verbs which has come in this ayah, arada, yaridu, irad, aridun, marudun, ardun, and radal is the root letter, bab is daraba. Next is sadaka, yazduku, usduk, sadikun, masdukun, sitkun. Soft dalkam is the root letter, bab is nasara. Katama, yaktumu, uktum, katimun, maktumun, kitmanun. Kaf tamim is the root letter, bab is nasara. Among the weak verbs, the hamza and repeated is ghaba, yaghibu, ghib, ghaib, maghrib, ghaib. Ghain, yaba is the root letter and bab is daraba. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 5.B grammar. We will continue the verbs revision. Today we will See the verb coming on the pattern of da, hada, zanna, and dalla. We saw the sound verb fataha, nasara, daraba, samia, and the weak verbs wahaba, wada, qala, zada, da, and hada, and the repeated verb zanna and dalla. The sound verb, they appeared 9,000 times in Masr, and the weak verb also appeared almost 9,000 times, and the repeated, they come 1,300 times. It means in each line of the Quran there is a one sound verb, one weak verb on average, and every 2 pages they have a one repeated verb. Then we saw a few sentences. We say, open the Quran, fataha. Allah will help you, nasara. Otherwise you will hit daraba. Therefore listen, samia. So fataha, nasara, daraba, samia, they are the sound verb. For the weak verb, we learn 3 sentences. Allah will give its promise. From the word give, wahaba. From the promise word, wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, qala, he said. From the word give more, zada, he increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, hada, he guided. The fourth sentence was, and have good opinion, otherwise you will be lost. From the word opinion, zanna, he opinion. From the word lost, dalla, he got lost. So we can say wahaba, wa'ada, qala, zada, da, hada, they are the weak words. And zanna and dalla, they are the repeated letter. Now, as far the code is concerned, when we say sound verb, their first letter is always what? Code letter. For fatah, we have fa. What is the code for fatah? Fa. For nasara, code word is noon. For daraba, the code word is dwad. For samia, the code word is seen. So single letter. For sound verb, we have just single letter. What about the weak letter? We have 2-letter code. For wahaba, we say wahaba. For wada, we say wa'ada. For kala, we say kaf alif. For zada, we say za alif. For da, we say dal ain. For hada, we say ha and dal. And for zanna, we say zod and nun. For dalla, we say dod, lam. So these are the code for these. Sound verb have single letter, the rest they have the first 2 letters. So keep in mind these code we will ask you. We were revising the verb coming on the pattern of sound verb. We did the fataha, we did the nasara, we did the daraba, we did the samia. Then we started the weak verb. Among weak verb, we did the wahaba, wada, kala, zada. Today we will start from the da. Da, he called upon. Thou, they called upon. Da'ta, you called upon. Da'tu, I called upon. Da'tum, you all called upon. Da'na, we called upon. Da'at, she called. Mudare, yadu, he calls upon. Yaduna, they call upon. Tad'u, you call upon. Adu, I call upon. Tad'una, you all call upon. Nad'u, we call upon. Tad'u, she call upon. Amaris, udu, call. Ud'u, call upon. La tadu, don't call upon. La tad'u, don't call upon. Da'in, the caller. Madun, the one who is called upon. Dua, to call. So what are the 6 key? Da, yadu, udu. Da'in, madun, dua. What is the reference? Wad'u shuhdakum min dunillah. What is the code? The code is dal and ain, the first 2 letters. What is the bab? Bab is nasara. So what is the code? Code is this dal and, not 3 letter, 2 letter. And what is bab? Nasara. Okay, on the same pattern, there is a verb called tala. Tala, yatlu, utlu. Talin, matlun, tilawat. The reference is innal lazina yatluna. What is the root letter? Ta, lam, waw. What is the bab? Bab is nasr. What is the code? Code is dalen. Tala come on the pattern da. So da al n is the code. Have another. Khala yakhlu ukhlu khalin dash khulun wa iza khalu ila shayatin. What is the bab? Bab is nasra. What is the code? Code is daline. So they tala khala they come on the pattern da. So their code is dalen and their bab is nasra as the da belong to nasra. So from da we studied three verbs. Da itself, tala and khala. And what is the code of these all three? Dal and ain. Dal and ain is the code word for talat, khala, and as well as da. And what is the bab? All the three belong to bab nasara. Let's have the next hada. Hada, hada he guided. Hada they guided. Hadaita you guided. Hadaitu I guided. Hadaitum you all guided. Hadaina we guided. Hadat she guided. Yahdi he guides. Yahduna they guide. Tahdi you guide. Ahadi I guide. Tahduna you all guide. Nahdi we guide. Tahdi he guides. Ihdi guide. Ihdu guide you all. La tahdi don't guide. La tahdu don't guide you. Hadin the one who guides. Mahdiyun the one who is guided. Hudan Hadaya to guide. So with this, let's to have the 6 key for the hada. Hada, Yahdi, Ihdi, Hadin, Mahdiyun, Hidan, Hidan or Hadaya. So Hudan or Hadaya is the masdar. What is the reference? Ihdina. What is the root? Ha dal ya. What is the code? Code is hada. What is the ba? Daraba. So in this case, you find the code is ha and dal. What is the bab? Bab is daraba. On the same pattern, we have another verb. Jaza, yazzi, izzi. Jazin, majziyun, jazaun. What is the root letter? Jim, za, ya. Jazakallah is the reference. What is the code? Code is again hada. Bab, daraba. Next verb is jara, yajri, ijri. Jarin, dash, jaryan. Jim, ra, ya is the root letter. Reference tajri min tahti al-anhar. What is the code? Code is hada. What is the bab? Daraba. The next is ata. Ata, yati, eti. Atin, matiun, atyan. Hamza taya is the root letter. The reference fa'tu bisurtum min mislihi. What is the code? Hadal. What is the bab? Daraba. The next is masha, yamshi, imshi. Mashin dash mashyun. Kullama da'a lamahum ma shawfi. Now, what is the root letter? Mim shinya. What is the code? Hada. What is the bab? Daraba. So these all belong to bab daraba. And their pattern is hada. What is the code? Dal is the code for all. So on the pattern of da, we say da, tala, and khala. So these three. On the hada pattern, we say hada, jaza, and jara. And ata and masa. How many verbs we have studied? 4 and 2, 6 and 2 these, da and 8. Mashallah, you have studied 8 verbs that occur 910 times in Masr. While the verbs coming on these pattern, da and hada, they are 100 verbs. And the words which come, they are 2,300. But out of these 100 words, if you know only these 8, you know at least 910 words out of 2,300. I mean, almost half of the word you know by only 8 words. So the next one is zanna. Zanna, he thought. Zannu, they thought. Zananta, you thought. Zanantu, I thought. Zanantum, you all thought. Zananna, we thought. Zannach, he thought. Mudari. Yazunnu, he thinks. Yazunnuna, they think. Tazunnu, you think. Azunnu, I think. Tazunnuna, you all think. Nazunnu, we think. Tazunnu, she thinks. Zunna, think. Zunnu, think you. La tazunna, don't think. La tazunnu, don't think you. Zanin, the one who thinks. Mazun, that which is thought of. Zanna, think. The 6 here. Zanna yazunnu zunna, zanun maznunun zannu. Inna ba'da zanna isma. What is the root letter? Zod nun nun. What is the code? Code is Zod and nun. What is the bab? Bab is Nasara. Is belong to bab Nasara. Why? Because there is Dhamma in the Mudari on the middle letter. On the same, we have another one. Radda yaruddu rudda. Radun mardudun raddun. Inna radahu ilayka. Now, what is the root letter? Ra dalda. What is the code? Code is Zad Nun. What is the Bab? Nasara. Let another word. Madda yamuddu mudda. Madun mabdudun maddun. Wa yamuddum fi tughyanim. What is the root letter? Mim dalda. What is the code? Zad Nun. What is the Bab? Nasara. So from Zanna we have three verbs. Zanna, Radda, Madda. Let's talk about the Dalla. Six keys are Dalla, Yadillu, Dilla, Dalun, Dash, Dalalatun, Walad, Dwali. What is the root? Dad, Lam, Lam. What is the code? Code is Dal, Lam. What is the root? The Bab. Bab is Nasara. Not Nasara, it's Daraba. So we will say Dad, Lam is the root letter and Daraba is the Bab. Let's have another example from this. Kharra yakhirru khirra, kharun dash kharun, wa kharru lahu sijad. Now look, khararam is the root letter. What is the code? Code is dadlam. What is the bab? Daraba. Next is hakka yahikku hikka, hakikun dash hakkun, watwaso bil hak. What is the root letter? Ha kaf kaf. What is the code? Dadlam. What is the bab? Dad. Means daraba. So from Dalla, from Zanna we said Zanna, Radda, Madda. From Dalla we say Kharra and Hakka. So with how many? 6 verbs we have left. These 6 verbs, the words which come, they are 525. While such verb on the pattern of Dalla come 90 verbs in the Musaf. And the words coming 1350. While only remembering out of these 90, only these 6, you know almost the half words of the coming from the 90 words. Let's have the dialogue. If I ask the question, Hal talawtal Qur'ana, we will say Nam talawtul Qur'an. Hal talawtumul Qur'ana, Nam talawnal Qur'ana. Hal tatlul Qur'ana, Nam atlul Qur'an. هل تتلون القرآن؟ نعم نتلو القرآن. اتلوا القرآن. أتلوا القرآن. اتلوا القرآن. نتلو القرآن. هل أعطيت؟ نعم أعطيت. هل أعطيتم؟ نعم أعطينا. هل تعطي؟ نعم أعطي. هل تعطون؟ نعم نعطي. Imsh, amshi, imshu, namshi. Hal dalalta, dalalta is not good job getting astray. So we will say ma dalaltu. Hal dalaltum, ma dalalna. Hal tadillu, no it's mudare. We will say la adillu. Hal tadilluna, la nadillu. So today we studied the verb Da yadu udu, da'in madun dua. What is the root letter? Dal and vav. What is the code? Dal and. What is the bab? Nasara. Tala yatlu utlu, talin matlun tilawa. What is the root letter? Talam vav. What is the code? Dal and. What is the bab? Nasara. Khala yakhlu ukhlu, khalin dash khulun. What is the root letter? Khalam vav. What is the code? Dal and. What is the bab? Nasara. Hada yahdi ehdi. Hadin mahdun huda. What is the root letter? Ha dal ya. What is the code? Ha dal. What is the bab? Daraba. Jara, yajri, ijri, jarin, majriun, jiraun. Or sorry, jaza, it's jaza, yazzi, izzi, jazin, majriun, jaza. What is the ruler? Jim, za, ya. What is the code? Hadal, bab, daraba. Ata, yati, eti. Atin, matyun, ithyanu. Hamza, taya is the ruler. What is the code? Hadal. What is the bab? Daraba. Jara, yajri, ijri, jarun, dash, jaryanu. Jim, ra, ya is the root letter. What is the code? Hadal. What is the bab? Daraba. Masha, yamshi, imshi. Mashin, dash, mashim. Mim, shin, ya is the root letter. What is the code? Hadal, because on the pattern of hada. What is the bab? Daraba. Zanna, yazunnu, zunna. Zanun, maznunun, zannun. What is the root letter? Zad, nun, nun. What is the code? Zad, nun. What is the bab? Nasara. Radda, yaruddu, rudda. Radun, mardudun, radun. Ra, dal, dal is the root letter. What is the code? Zad, nun. What is the bab? Nasara. Madda, yamuddu, mudda. Madun, mabdudun, maddun. Mim, dal, dal is the root letter. What is the code? Zad, nun. Bab, darab, nasara. Dalla, yadillu, dilla. Dalun, dash, dalalun. Dal, lam, lam is the root letter. What is the code? Dal, lam. What is the bab? Daraba. Kharra, yakhirru, khirra. Kharun, dash, kharun. Kharara is the root letter. What is the code? Dad, lam. What is the bab? Daraba. Hakka, yahikku, hikka. Hakik, dash, hak. Ha, kaf. Kaf is the root letter. What is the code? Dad, lam. What is the bab? Daraba. Passive voice. Mazi, we say fu'ila. The first letter have dhamma, the second letter have kasra, and the last letter have fatha. Mudare, we say yuf'alu. The first letter have dhamma, the letter before the last letter have fatha. Mazi, how we make? We put the dhamma on the first letter, then we put the kasra below the second letter, then we put fatha at the end, so we get fu'ila. Fu'ila mean Madi majhul, passive voice, passive. Look, fa'ala. If we want to make it majhul, we will put the dhamma on first and kasra there. It becomes fu'ila. Fataha, futiha. Nasara, nusira. Daraba, duriba. Khalaka, ulika. Shariba, shuriba. Katala, kutila. Kataba, kutiba. What about the mudare majhul? For mudare majhul, we put dhamma on the first letter. We put the sakun on the second letter. We put fatha on the third letter. We put dhamma on the last letter. So it becomes yuf'alu. So in mudare majhul, passive voice, first letter have dhamma and the letter before the last letter have fatha. Look, yaf'alu, we want to make it majhul. I will put here dhamma. Here already is fatha, so we'll say yuf'alu. Yansuru, put dhamma here and fatha here. It will give yunsaru. Yadribu, put dhamma here and fatha on the ra before the last letter. So it will be yudrabu. Yaftahu, put dhamma here and fatha here. Yuftahu. Rahima, make it first majhul, mudare. Put here ra and put here dhamma. Ya and ra. We will say yurhamu. Qara'a, yukra'u. Yaf'alu, yuf'alu. Yansuru, yunsaru. Yadribu, yudrabu. Yaftahu, yuftahu. Rahima, yurhamu. Qara'a, yukra'u. Puriya is the Madi Majhul. Futiha, the Madi Majhul. Hubisa, the Madi Majhul. Al-Mujrimuna. Again, Madi Majhul. Nusira, Madi Majhul. Shuriba, Madi Majhul. Kutila, Madi Majhul. Duriba, Madi Majhul. Kulikat, Madi Majhul. रूफियत मादी मजहूल, नुसीबत मादी मजहूल, सूतिहत मादी मजहूल, यक्तुलूना इस मुदारे मजहूल, सतुगलबूना मुदारे मजहूल, तुहशरूना मुदारे मजहूल, युरज़कूना मुदारे मजहूल, युरहमु मुदारे मजहूल, युफ्तहु मुदारे मजहूल, युकराउ युकरा मुदारे मजहूल, तुदरबूना मुदारे मजहूल. Let's to have the question answers. Aradahum, he showed him, he showed me, he showed them, he showed us. A, B, C, D. Aradahum, whom mean them. So the answer will be he showed them. Ambi'uni, inform him, inform me, inform them, inform us. Ambi'uni mean inform me. Allah taught Adam alayhi salam about angels, about the earth, names, about the jinns. Allah taught Adam alayhi salam about the names. Allah introduced Adam to the angels with the best of his attributes: knowledge, good manners, prophecy, or intelligence. With knowledge, we can say dash if we don't know the answer. Subhanallah, la ilaha illallah, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. We can say Subhanallah if we don't know the answer. Ambihum, ambihum, inform him, inform us, inform them, inform me. Ambihum means inform them. Bi asma'ihim, of his name, of their names, and their names, of our names. Bi asma'ihim mean of their names. Fi'l mudari of katama is katim, uktum, yaktumu, katama. The fi'l mudari of katama is yaktumu. Three verb keys of sadaka are sadaka, yazduku, usduk. Sadaka, yazduku, sid. Sadik, masduk, sid. Sadik, masduk, sadaka. The three verb keys of sadaka are sadaka, yazduku, usduk. Plural of ghaib is ghaibin, ghaibat, ghaibun, ghayub. The plural of ghaib is ghayub. Yad'una, they call upon, they call upon, you call upon, they will call upon. Yad'una, they call upon or they will call upon. It's mudare, so have a two translation. Talawta, you recited, you will recite, you recite, we recite. Talawta means you recited. Yatluna al-kitab Allah, you recite the book of Allah. I will recite the book of Allah. They recited the book of Allah. They recite the book of Allah. Yatluna kitab Allahi, they recite the book of Allah. They come. Atou, yatuna, yati, tatuna. They come, yatuna. Three known keys of zanna are zanna, yazunnu, zan, zanna, yazunnu, zunna, zan, maznun, yazunnu, zan, maznun, zan. The three known keys of zanna are zan, maznun, zan. Vayamudduhum mean and he prolongs him, and he prolongs you, and he prolongs them. He prolongs them. Yamudduhum mean and he prolongs them. Three verb keys of dalla are dal dash dalala, dalla yadillu dalala, dalla yadillu dilla, and dalun or dash dalal. The three verb keys of dalla are dalla yadillu dilla. Hal tad'u Allah, nam nadullah, nam da'watullah, nam adullah, nam da'allah. Hal tadullah, nam adullah. Hal yazikumullahu khair, nam jazanallahu khaira, nam yazikumullahu khaira, nam jazahumullahu khaira, nam yazianallahu khaira. Hal yazikumul khaira, nam yazianallahu khaira. Hal hum dalun, nam huwa dal, nam hum dalun, nam hum dal, dalu, nam huwa dal. Nam hum dal. Yesterday I told you, remember these five words. Which are they? huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, and huma. When in question there is a huwa, the answer will have huwa. If there in question is a hum, the answer will have hum. If there is huma in the question, answer will have huma. If there is hiya in the question answer will have hiya. Same is with the hunna. So here it is hum. So find out the hum. This one is the answer. The next 7 types of homework, you know, 2 of Talawa, at least 5 minutes from the Mus'haf, 5 minutes from the memory. 2 on study, you have to study 5 minutes at least the book and 5 minutes the work card. And 5th one is listen to 1 hour concise MP3 recording of the QC1, word for translation and grammar. And 6th is talk about the course with your study part. And 7th is recite different surah or the ayah in the Salah. If you have not yet started memorize, please start memorizing the Surah Al-Baqarah, at least the 37 ayahs which you have studied in QC2. When you will reach to the QC3, you will have more 39 ayahs. So almost these 37 and 39, they are enough to recite different 2 or 3 rakah in each rakah, ayah in each rakah of the salah. Be a teacher. The best way to learn is to teach. Download the PowerPoint and start teaching. Teacher training is available on the understandquran.com. Let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. If you people have any questions, your questions are welcome, please. Okay. Yesterday I told you the schedule of your class. Okay, let me see. Inshallah, tomorrow we will have no class. Next week, in coming next week, you will have 2 lessons. We have completed the half 5 page, 5th page, then the half is remaining. The half which is remaining, we will have the so our last lesson is coming next week on 16 November. And we will have the revision on the 17th November. Your all homeworks will be closed by 20th November. And your all workbook are supposed to be deposited by 20th November. Your final quiz is coming on 22nd November. And your next class is expected 6th December onward. So that is the schedule. Please try to complete your all homeworks if you have not done yet. And you also try to complete all the workbook pages if you have not done yet, because by 20th, your all homework, they will be closed. No more be available, and your book should be deposited, because on 22nd, you are having the final quiz. So that was all from my side. If you people have any question or query, you can ask. If not, let to recite Subhanallah wa bihamdi, Subhanakallah wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'adhibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. See you next week, and that will be our last week of the classes.